So that's me at 20 years old, jumping out of an airplane. That was the most wild, exhilarating thing I've ever done in my life. Never have I felt my heart racing, my stomach pounding, my head hurting, my ears ringing, and wanted to do it again. But man, it was such a toll on my body. There was just so much going on, my body couldn't take into account everything that was happening. So it begs the question, how does Tom Cruise do this at 61 years old on a routine basis? On top of that, how is he still looking so young? Like, look at this. This is him when he was in his 20s for the first Top Gun film. This is him in his early 60s for his latest films. He looks exactly the same almost. This man never ceases to amaze and inspire me with how he's still doing all these activities and how the heck he's looking young still, almost exactly the same as his 20s. So in this video, we'll take a deep dive on this legendary actor and how he's still doing all of these crazy things, and we'll get into what he's about to do next. Okay, let's cut to the chase. Literally, Tom focuses on his diet. He learned this from his close friend, David Beckham. I'm sure some of you have heard of him. He's just a small, soccer player, nothing major. He told him to eat 1,200 calories a day. And when he does eat those 1,200 calories, he doesn't have carbs in them at all. He cuts out those pastas, those breads, and those other things that he thinks are unnecessary for him. And he doesn't eat big meals at all. They're more smaller meals. He actually does 12 micro meals in a day instead of like 3 large meals that most people eat. And this keeps Tom's energy up. Let's take a moment to think. If you have 3 big meals in a day, your energy levels are gonna go up right away after you eat. But slowly they're gonna start fading down, and then you're gonna get hungry and then you're gonna wanna eat again. Well, with Tom's schedule, with the 12 micro meals, he's eating pretty constantly. Pretty much every 2 hours, if you average out the hours in a day, he's eating. So that keeps his blood glucose and his energy levels up throughout the day, so he doesn't fall down. And on top of that, he doesn't eat big meals, so he doesn't have crashes. Like, for example, when I eat lunch, about an hour or 2 after lunch, I get really sleepy and I want to take a nap. Tom, that doesn't happen. Small micro meals, energy's always up. He doesn't dip up or down. No big meals, no sleepiness, pure energy. And this also makes kind of logical sense that he's eating only 1,200 calories a day because he's in his 60s now. And metabolism is just a fancy word for how much calories your body burns for energy. And as you get older, your metabolism or calorie burner in your body gets slower. So if it gets slower and you start eating less, it should stay the same in terms of your overall body appearance, aging, physique, everything. But diet isn't the only thing he does. For his exercise regime, Tom does 3 days of strength training with cardio, while the other days he does all his other activities that we all like to hear about. These being sea kayaking, rock climbing, fencing, you name it, he's probably done it. He really focuses on his flexibility and his balance, which allows him to do crazy stunts and recover super quickly. For example, in Mission Impossible 6, he was doing a stunt over the building where he cracked his ankle and actually broke it. They kept the shot in the film as well. And he kept on running. And within a couple months after that incident, he was totally fine, back at it, ready to do all these crazy stunts again. Little fun fact, for the movie The Last Samurai, Tom actually went to go learn martial arts on how a samurai fights. He learned the martial arts of fighting so that he could come back and portray exactly how a samurai fights in his films. This just goes to show you the dedication and passion Tom puts into his films, and the dedication that he needs for himself to keep himself healthy, active, mentally ready, physically ready for his crazy ambitions. So most people are probably like, oh, I don't want to be eating that healthy, I can't do this all the time, I want to enjoy my junk food. Well, if you're a 61-year-old and you love jumping out of airplanes, you love riding motorcycles off cliffs, you kind of have no option. You gotta keep yourself healthy and fit, and this is the way to go. Moral of this video is, if you want to keep yourself healthy in the later years of your life, you have to start now. You don't have to be as strict as Tom, but you have to start implementing habits and ways of living that will keep you healthy physically and mentally later on in your life. You need to start taking care of your body by eating cleaner, doing some physical exercise, making sure you're not just sitting down all day long, eating really bad food for yourself. You have to make that shift and do activities you like. You don't have to go to the gym if you're not into that. You can go biking, running, sea kayaking like Tom, or whatever you like. You don't have to do anything. You should be doing things you actually like and that will benefit you in the future. Again, you don't have to be like Tom and be super meticulous with everything you do. But just incorporating a little bit of how Tom lives into your life could be life-changing. We're facing an obesity epidemic, and with an aging population, we need to make sure people are implementing healthy habits so they can live healthier and happier within their later years. Tom's actions inside the movies and outside the movies should be an inspiration and motivation to people like us to get healthier, get fit, and take care of our bodies so that we can enjoy our lives to the best of our abilities. And this man never ceases to amaze me. His next stunt for the next Mission Impossible movie is about to be the craziest one ever. He's about to do a stunt from space. If you enjoyed this video, go check out my other video on what's the best diet for you. And thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, and see you guys in the next video. Thank you.